little block moves around. It's like, where did everybody go?
Right.
Yeah. Wonder why it does that.
I don't know.
The
yellow.
in the upper left for me, and now he's in the lower right.
Anytime your video turns off and on, it
gets
rearranges
resorted.
you. Yeah. Or if it thinks your video went away.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it doesn't go away. They just think it did.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, strange.
Yeah. It's pretty.
So I had a video with my family this week, and they're out in Hawaii, and they're like half of them are on cell phones outside, and the Wi-Fi is going out. Dogs are barking, birds are chirping, and every time it does,
Yeah.
it's just like chaos.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I thought the way last week worked when Paul told everybody to mute yourselves. I thought that worked pretty smooth.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Instead of putting you through all that business.
right. Yeah.
Oh, I'm officially out of that business.
Well, that shortcut is really handy.
So they took that feature out.
So there's a button that I can click that'll mute everybody, which is fine. But there's no longer a button to unmute everybody.
Okay.
I wonder
So,
why.
Wow.
well,
Mary Jane?
it's just a feature that went away in the new version of Zoom, and I upgraded recently.
It's a
So,
pretty useful feature, though.
yeah.
Well, until you've got 50 people in a room and you accidentally click the wrong one, I'm probably.
Yeah, that
Well,
would
but
be
if you want to mute them all,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you can mute them all, but unmuting them all would be.
Yeah, that's kind of a pain.
Chaos.
Bigger disaster.
I think Zoom's getting used by a lot of teachers, so they probably don't want to unmute the whole class. Feels like the Brady Bunch right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood Square.
Oh yeah, there we
Hollywood
go,
Squares.
Hollywood Squares.
That's funny. I was just watching some old clips of Paulette and the Hollywood Squares.
Oh yeah.
Miriam is in the middle in my screen.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
looking up and down and left and right.
We
Oh,
saw.
there she just moved.
Yeah.
Oh, now. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, there's Fred.
So
That
that's
went away
just
in front.
that's not anybody doing it. That's not like you. It just randomly puts different people
Yeah.
in the middle.
Right.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like Gary and
I
Paulette are
used
in
to
the
think
middle
it was
for
like
me.
who talked last, but it doesn't seem to be that.
No.
Mostly, once we're in a place, we stay there unless somebody goes away and comes back or somebody joins. We get resorted.
Are we on the same place in everybody's screen?
No.
Mm.
I've wondered that myself.
I am
You're
in
in the
top
middle
middle.
right to me, Gary.
I'm in the middle top to me, and Gary and Paulette are in the middle. You're top right to me.
Yeah,
So-
Marty's top right to me.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
top middle
That's
to me.
interesting.
Well, maybe everybody's top middle to themselves. Is that true?
I'm top left.
Oh,
Me too. I'm top left.
I'm top right.
Does it,
We're in the
Does
middle
it-
top.
sense
Yeah.
your politics or something?
Feel weird.
Gary and Paulette, is that your backyard that you're in, or is it a backdrop?
No, that's our backyard. Well,
It's our backyard.
You missed the
Yeah.
discussion we were
in
having.
our backyard.
Yeah.
We got a
Really
green
nice yard.
screen. Thank
Pull
you.
your backyard back a minute, Gary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is weird.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
It's amazing how that works.
Makes me think of that old show Quantum Leap. Do you remember that? TV show.
You ring the bell.
I've heard of it.
One of the characters was a hologram, and so the hologram would just like go behind a green screen, and then that was like the special effect.
I had forgotten about that. I used to watch that show a little bit.
I used to watch it a lot. I knew some people that were really into Scott Bakula. I think was who was on that show.
Was he the star that was like hopping?
Yeah, he was the star of that show. So
And he was the captain of the Enterprise?
yeah, is that his name? No, Scott Bakula is Charles in charge. I was
Oh.
wrong. I'm like, but either way, sorry.
Okay.
I don't know pop culture that too well, but yeah, the guy that was the Star Trek captain.
Yeah.
He was in Quantum.
Well, Paul, when you start picking people to play, I will admit I didn't do anything this week. I've been working on that video. Man, that's a lot. That's a lot of work.
How's
You say that
coming?
every time, and then you sign up for it again.
I know.
Is
It's
it
almost
done?
time for a new one.
What?
Is the video done?
No.
Will it be done by Thursday? Are we going to get a
sure hope
preview?
so.
Okay.
I've got
Is
to
that there'll
go
be
through
another
this
one?
process.
So did you see
lining up
Bob's new
everybody's
video?
voices. What?
Yes.
Did you
the
see
three-
Bob's
the
new
3.5
video?
Bob video?
Multiple
That
Bobs.
was amazing.
Oh,
No.
that was great. Yeah.
God, and then when his head pops up at the end there, it just really
Yeah.
freaked me out.
He's added a Bob on every video, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
at this rate,
So what is he going to do next time?
It's kind of
More
weird.
Bobs.
Man, I hope this doesn't go on too long or we'll have 25 Bobs.
Like cowbells, you can't get enough, you know.
Right. More cowbell, more Bob.
See, I think now he needs to have a making of the Bob videos.
Yeah, that'd
so
be
he
good.
can tell us how he does it.
Well, I'll start making versions of ourselves, popping up all over.
right.
I've been thinking about trying that, but I'm too lazy. I think I know how to do a simple version of that, on opposite sides of the screen. I think I could pull that off, but I'm not gonna.
I don't really see any advantage to it, you know.
Whenever I've made videos of myself, I've embedded the second me, but I've never tried to make it look like we were next to each other as separate people.
Hello, Barbara.
Hey, sorry I'm a little late here.
Oh, yeah, it's a little after 7. I guess we could start. So I was thinking about, I thought there was a way to raise your hand virtually in this thing. Where's that button?
There is a little button like
And
that.
if you go to the participants screen,
Yeah.
there's a raise hand button. I don't know what the shortcut
See
is.
it.
I guess I can't raise my hand because I'm the host.
Yeah.
There it is.
But see, like I can raise my hand.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
What kind of raising of hands are you talking about?
like to volunteer.
My profile picture.
Well, I was thinking about having people raise their hand who want to play a song, and that way that'd form a checklist of people to go through.
I don't think
Yeah.
I have that. I just have an invite.
Are you on a laptop or what are you on?
I'm on a laptop.
All on mine, when you go,
You
where
raise
it says participants and click on it.
Yeah.
Then it goes at the very bottom, it's invite, mute me, and then to the right, it's raise hand. Do you have that?
No. Well, if I have to click on the little arrow next to it, and it just says invite.
But don't click on the arrow next to it. Click on the little people icon, and
See, that,
When I do that, nothing happens.
you don't get a
yeah, a
separate
different
window
hand
pop
than
up.
you've got.
A separate window. Hold on. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
But
it's
I'm
kinda-
not. Oh yeah, I see. Raise hand. Okay,
There's
I'm
more.
gonna put my hand up.
Oh, cool.
Oh, we could rename it right there.
Oh, I see some people have hands, but I don't know how to make
Say
a hand.
rename.
Rename what?
Maybe
Yeah.
that's
Change
changed.
the reaction.
Remember, it used to just say.
You just go
Okay.
go into that place where the hands are. No,
Yeah.
it didn't work.
Marty
the
had
very
a better
bottom.
hand than we had.
Oh
Mine
no,
being
I'm
at the-
out.
Well,
I gotta
Marty
get
was
back
doing.
in.
Marty, where
Maybe-
did you get your cool hand? We have a
On
funny.
my screen, it's, on the very bottom, it's called reaction. You click on that, you got the chance
Oh,
to
yeah, there it is.
change your reaction.
Yeah.
But that goes away after a few seconds, I think.
I think it does. I don't see a
Uh-huh.
way to make it go away.
So we
Well, I see a bunch of three people with blue hands under participants, but I
Yeah.
don't know how to make it. And I just got kicked out when I was trying to experiment. So I don't like to do a lot of experimenting when we're actually having a session.
All right. Well, then we won't do that. That sounds
We'll
like
just
it's going to be
wave.
too much trouble. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
You just raise our hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both
Literally raise a
right.
hand.
Yeah.
Instead of a virtual hand, a real hand.
We don't
Okay.
have to be completely virtual.
All right. Well, let's try that. Who wants to play a song?
I just got kicked out. Let me see.
Where'd my hand go?
You don't seem like you're gone. We see you,
We see you.
Barbara.
Yeah, you're there.
Ah.
We hear you.
See? Okay, well, now I see you. I don't know what I did.
Okay. All right. Mimi, you have your hand up. You want to
I
play?
have my hand up. Okay. I'm working on this book. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably backwards. James Hill book called Duets for One, and so I played this song. I think, yeah.
That's great.
But
Wait.
this is his version of Freight Train.
Everybody mute yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really nice.
Wow.
Very good.
It was
Hey,
great.
Mimi, you said it was called Duets for One?
Duets for One by James Hill. You can order it online. It's solos arranged in different ways. I can tell you. Yeah.
What's the duet part if it's for one?
It's a little joke because you're playing the melody and the accompaniment. And
Okay,
usually
so
we do
it's
that.
basically
Yeah.
chord melody kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think you would call it that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, it's a nice book, and it's got a variety of different kinds of tunes: a little jazz, a little folk, a little
You said it was James Hill?
yeah.
Write that down.
Write it
Yeah.
down.
I've been aware of that book, but I have not gotten close to ordering it. Maybe I will now.
Well, I've had it for a long time, and it gets progressively harder. The first two, I mean, I haven't mastered. I still, make mistakes, but the first two are pretty accessible. And then it gets into some challenging stuff. But, it's just, I've had it, and I've gone back and forth, and it really takes a long time. But, it's fun. It's something different to do every now and then from,
How far into the book is Freight Train?
It's the first one.
Okay.
And then it's got I Saw the Light, Hank Williams, George on My Mind, Summertime, Sweet Sue, Just to You. It's kind of varies. Yeah, it's a nice book.
Chord melody is something that I keep thinking I should work on. And I took a workshop with Kevin Carroll.
We did that. We were in that one
Yeah,
together.
you were in that with me. but I have not really pursued it since then.
Yeah.
And some of that is because I don't want to work on the arrangement myself, and they don't just fall in your lap. So maybe if I had the book.
This is perfect, and it has a it doesn't have a CD, but it has a website where you can enter the code that's in the book, and you can listen to how him playing it. So I recommend it. It's a nice book.
That's cool.
Sometimes I just like to really play a complete thing without singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Who else wants to play?
No, we've got some. We're
Okay,
behind
cool.
up there.
I've got your chords. I'm gonna put them on the screen.
Okay.
Okay.
What are we playing?
There we go.
Okay.
Wait, I guess I didn't. Do you see it?
There we go.
There it is.
There it is.
Okay.
So
Everybody
obvious-
mute.
Obviously, it's Stand By Me. You ready?
And it's the chord progression that you can play about 300 songs to.
Right,
Yes.
exactly.
My kind of chord progression.
Okay.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
Stand by me. Stand by me.
If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
Oh, well.
Oh well. And darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Oh, well.
That didn't quite work out the way we wanted, but
I screwed up.
That was great.
Yeah,
I
love
thought
the
that sounded
picking.
great.
Like the picking part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
did that
nice.
Yeah.
well, we'll have to have a do-over on that song. Get that
Hey,
part
that
right.
was wonderful. Are you all
It sounded really good this afternoon. Anyway.
What's that?
Well, are you familiar with that group? I can't think of it, where they sing that song "Stand by Me," but people all over the world play it. They play
Oh,
segments.
that would be great.
Playing
I'll
for
forward
change.
it to everybody.
Yeah, that would
Okay,
be
yeah.
awesome.
What?
Playing for change.
Yes. Have you seen the Playing for Change of that?
I don't think so.
Not sure that, no.
I think it's the first one they did. And so I'll forward it to you. It practically brings tears to my eyes because it's got people in Africa and the United States, Italy, and
Great.
each thing is
I
sex.
agree with that.
Okay, cool.
That would be
We'll
neat
have
to
to
hear.
check it out.
Yeah.
You were talking about the order of chords, and Walter
Yeah.
mentioned this. That particular progression is used on lots of songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still
I
never
took a,
picked it up.
I took a
Particularly songs from the
screenshot.
1950s.
It's called the I've got rhythm changes.
I've got rhythm.
I've got rhythm changes
Okay.
in terms of contretemps, contrafait.
It's based on a tune by Gershwin that was called "I've Got
I've
Rhythm."
got rhythm.
Oh, okay. I've got style.
Yeah.
But basically, they just say rhythm changes. But yeah.
That's
Did
great.
that one.
Marcus, we've got a GitHub, and this is there if you want to just get these chords
Oh,
from
okay.
that.
Cool.
I'll send it to you.
Paul, is it okay if I go next?
Yeah, I think that would be great because I just figured out how to share my screen.
Gotta mute her. So.
If I can get it to. Which one do you want to do?
I'm going to do Tonight You Belong to Me as a first song.
Okay. How do I get rid of this title bar? Okay. There we go.
What happened? It faded away.
It faded away? I'm working
No,
on
no,
it.
it's tiny.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it bigger. Is that all of it? All right, cool.
Yeah, there's not much to it.
All right.
The wonderful thing about this song is it's nice and short.
I like this song a lot. I've been thinking about it.
Now, I know that Gary and Paulette, people were trying to talk you guys into doing this song. You know this song?
Yeah,
I think it'd be great if you did it, but I'm.
Just do, yeah.
we were going to try it. We've watched a couple, 2 or 3 videos on it. And,
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do the solo version of this,
Okay.
but it sounds much better as a duet.
Okay.
All right, everybody mute.
Ready? I know you belong to somebody new, but tonight you belong to me. Although we're apart, you're part of my heart, and tonight you belong to me. Way down by the stream, how very, very sweet it will seem once more to dream in the moonlight. My honey, I know with the dawn that you will be gone, but tonight you belong to me. Way down by the stream, how very, very sweet it will seem once more just to dream in the moonlight. My honey, I know with the dawn that you will be gone, but tonight you belong to me. But tonight you belong to me, just a little old me.
That was great.
That was great, Walter.
Wow.
It's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
great.
great song.
You hear it probably more often as a duet, but I've heard plenty of solo versions
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
In the duet version, you do that. I know you belong to, and the although and that sort of thing.
Right.
And it sounds very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Well, cool. You've got another song here, Walter. You want to do it now, or do you want to wait?
You actually, I was going to wait.
Okay. All right.
I've got one.
Perfect.
This is an obscure Bob Dylan song, but it seems like it's really appropriate for a bunch of musicians to enjoy the sentiment of this song. It's called Bob Dylan's Dream.
Cool.
While riding on a train going west, I fell asleep for to take my rest. I dreamed a dream that made me sad concerning myself and the first few friends I had. With half-damp eyes I stared to the room where my friends and I spent many an afternoon, where we together weathered many a storm, laughing and a singing till the early hours of the morn. By the old wooden stove where our hats were hung, our words were told and our songs were sung. We longed to nothing and were quite satisfied, talking and a joking about the wicked world outside. With haunted hearts through the heat and the cold, we never thought we could ever get old. We thought we could sit forever in fun, but our chances really were a million to one. As easy as it was to tell black from white, it was all that easy to tell wrong from right. Our choices were few and the thought never hid that the one road we traveled would ever shatter and split. How
Very nice.
Yeah.
When was that written?
I don't know. But I think it was in his oldest songbook. So
Okay.
I have
Okay.
a copy of the first songbook that came out, and he did have others after that. So it was one of the older songs.
Yeah.
And I don't
It was in the
remember.
mid-60s.
Mid-60s.
Yeah.
Sounds typical.
Somebody else want to play?
I'll try something.
Great.
So this is along the lines of what I talked about last weekend, where on Wednesday nights, ordinarily, I would be at a community sing in Massachusetts. So this is another song from there. So hopefully you can sing along. It's in the key of C. And the three chords are C, F, and G7. And so,
Do that.
anyway, it's Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
Nice.
Okay. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. If you get there before I do, coming for to carry me home. Just tell my friends I'm coming too, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Sometimes I'm low, sometimes I'm high, coming for to carry me home. But I still think I'm going to heaven, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
Very good. Thank you.
One of the verses, I got the
Yeah.
third verse. The essence, the meaning was the same, but the words were wrong.
Well, it still sounded great.
Yeah, that was great. That's a great song.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Somebody else gonna play?
I got one.
Gary, great.
Right.
Play us
I'm
a
gonna stick-
song.
I want to stick with C, F, and G, tonight. So,
Excellent.
It's just California Stars. It's an interesting song. It was never recorded by Woody Guthrie wrote it, but he never recorded it. There's no music. His daughter found it in an attic and gave it to these guys, Wilco, the guys that sing Wilco, who put music to it. So it stayed hidden apparently for 60 some odd years.
Yeah, I don't think
Cool.
So I'm ready.
Everybody mute.
I'll start again. I'd like to rest my heavy head tonight on a bed of California stars. I'd like to lay my weary bones tonight on a bed of California stars. I'd love to feel your hand touching mine and tell me why I must keep working on. Yes, I give my life to lay my head tonight on a bed of California stars. I'd like to dream my troubles all away on a bed of California stars. Jump up from my star bed and make another day underneath my California stars. They hang like grapes on vines that shine and warm the lover's glass like friendly wine. So I give this world just a dream with you on our bed of California stars.
Really nice. I haven't heard that song before.
Oh.
Gary, has Wilco recorded that?
Yeah, they have. I think it's a 1998 album, I think.
I think I've heard it. I think it's that's one of my son's favorite groups.
Ah, yeah.
He makes me playlists, and I think I've heard that.
I'm glad I made his playlist.
Yeah, he makes me playlist of modern music. So
yeah, there's
I
only
get
3
out of the
chords in it
50s.
too, so you know, the F and G.
Yeah, I try to listen to modern music, but the song that I'm playing tonight is from 1924.
Oh, good.
That's
So-
not modern.
Sort of modern. However, I first heard this song on the Van Halen record, Diver Down. So think of it as a Van Halen song. All right. Way down yonder in Louisville, they got a man named the Big Bad Bill. I wants to tell you, he sure was rough and tough. He would strut his stuff, had the whole town scared to death. When he walked by, they all held their breath. He was a fighting man, sure enough. But then Bill took himself a wife, and now he leads a different life. Because Big Bad Bill is Sweet William now. Married life done changed and somehow. But he's the man they all used to fear. Now the people call him Sweet Papa Willie dear. Stronger than Samson, I declare, till the brown-skinned woman bobbed his hair. Big Bad Bill don't fight anymore. Washes dishes, mops up the floor. Well, he used to spend his evenings looking for a fight. Now he's gotta see a sweet mama every night. Big Bad Bill is Sweet William now. Well, he used to spend his evenings looking for a fight. Now he's gotta see a sweet woman every night. Big Bad Bill is Sweet William now.
Yeah, that was great, Paul.
Excellent. Very good.
You're fun.
David Lee Roth would put, like, I guess it's essentially a novelty song for somebody like Van Halen to play a song like that. But they had some really good songs like that. A couple of them anyway.
I'll have to look that one up and see if it's on
Yeah, I
YouTube.
like that.
I'll send a link.
Okay.
They played that one with, they had a really great clarinet part in their recording. And the clarinet player was the father of the Van Halen brothers. He was a professional clarinet player.
Wow.
Until he cut the end of his finger off somehow.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, I like that song a lot.
Yeah, that's a great song.
It would be a good kazoo song, Walter.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You should learn it.
All right. Well, I'll make sure you get a link to the Van Halen song.
Okay.
Who else has something?
I've got an instrumental.
Mm.
All right.
Great.
Okay, this is an excerpt from a J.S. Bach cantata called Jesu, Joy of Man's Desire. It's kind of, if it's played fast, it sounds like a jig. It's in 9/8 for what that's worth. This is an arrangement by John King, who many of you know is he died a few years back, but he's quite a good ukulele player plus arranger. And this is written in Campanella style, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with. Campanella being Italian for little bells, and the idea is to play a melody. So each of the melody notes uses a different string. So there's the ukulele, which typically decays pretty quick. This sustains the sound a little better when you're playing across strings. So, and I've never played this without lots of mistakes, just to set the bar pretty low.
Sounds really cool.
One more time.
That was amazing.
Wow.
Very good.
Once again, I goofed it up. Thank you, though.
Well, what is that tune again? I'd like to look that up.
It's Jesu, Joy of Man's Desire. It's from a Bach cantata. He wrote over 200, mostly religious songs with vocal and instrumental, but notably he has at least some secular cantatas. One is called the Coffee Cantata, and I'm curious. I need to listen to that.
Yeah.
But seek out the John King arrangement.
That King? King?
Yeah.
Thanks.
What was that reverb we were hearing? Is that, are you plugged in or something?
I was playing through an amp. This ukulele is reputedly not very great acoustic, but I think it does fine. But yeah.
Yeah. Would you pick up the ukulele so we can see it?
Yeah. It's a Godin.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
I love it. I play better on it, if you can believe that. I goof this up quite a bit, but this is better than the version I played.
It doesn't have a hole in it?
There's no sound hole. But let me turn
The solid body.
I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds okay acoustically, I think.
Sounds
But
good.
yeah,
to
it's
me.
a solid body, but once again, I think I could see playing it because ukuleles just aren't very loud anyway.
What did you say Campanella is? The Campanella style?
It's the best description I could come up with, but it's this idea of the ukulele loses sound and it's not very loud. So with this, you play a melody so that you're alternating strings rather than playing the. Let me do this.
Oh.
That's kind of dull. I don't know if I could play it. I don't know how to do that. Basically, you play each note in the sequence would be on a different string than the note that preceded it.
Yeah.
Huh.
So
And
that
it allows the preceding note to continue?
to continue to vibrate. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Oh.
Wow.
But
You're playing on high G?
yes. With reverb.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that Campanella style is well suited for high G.
Yeah. Kevin and I used to talk quite a bit about Campanella, liking it and stuff.
A lot of finger moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of it was in the wrong direction. I was trying to control it, but yeah, I got nervous.
Yeah, do you play any other instruments?
My principal instrument is piano.
Oh, just comfortable playing that way.
I'm sorry?
Oh, you just seem so comfortable playing it as an instrument without. That's why I was wondering.
I wasn't that comfortable. I wasn't comfortable at all. This is a nice group, but I still wasn't very comfortable.
I asked Gary, I wonder how long it took for you to learn all of it. And then Gary goes, I'm not going to live that long to be able.
Well, you'd be surprised. This is a good arrangement. He lays it out so it's, it's not too terrible. But it's 3 pages, and some repeats. But I was goofing up and cussing like crazy this afternoon. Goofing up worse than that even.
That's the way to handle religious music.
That's right. Yeah, I was hoping nobody was listening.
So is it written out in tablature or is it written out in?
It's what I love. Standard notation over tablature. I don't know if you can see it, but
Yeah.
But yeah, in fact, I used to read classical. I played classical guitar for about a year, and I was terrible at it. But I was reading standard notation, and the looking at the standard notation and then converting it to fretboard information. There's a long delay when I do it, but with the tablature, it's a direct sort of transfer of information.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty great. But you also have the standard notation for the time, the key, key signature, and all kinds of fingering and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like having both because occasionally I don't like the way it's tabbed, and it's nice to have the regular
right.
notation so I can figure it out for myself.
Yeah, on the piano, you don't have any choices.
Yeah,
But,
right.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. On the ukulele, I've got too many choices.
That's right. That's right.
And you said 9/8 time?
Yes. There was a version of this song in the 60s that was played at about 140 beats per minute. And so it did sound like a jig. And it's a really, Bach writes jigs, basically. He has a jig fugue that's pretty amazing. But,
Well, I really enjoyed that. Thanks for playing.
well, thank you for letting me play.
Sounded great. We're very impressed.
Oh, that's nice of you. Thank you.
Who else? Anybody else? Steve, you got a project you want to tell us about?
Actually, yeah.
Of course.
Always does.
This is a cigar box. I drilled some holes in it, and this is going to be going to Bob Guz.
Huh.
It's got a reverb spring. I'm going to put an amp in it, and I'm going to put the mermaid from the Austin Ukulele Society in the front here. So this is going to be a stomp box, or they can scratch on it to the piezo and use it for sound. So he wanted to be able to have something to play, like the play-alongs and what. So I'm making that for him.
That's very cool. So that's got something on some kind of icon on the top already. Is that inlaid or something? It's going to be hard to remove.
I'm not going to do anything with it, actually. In fact, on the sides, you can't see them, but there was the same silver paint on the sides. I just use a Sharpie to blacken them.
Okay.
And when I do the decoupage on the front of this, it'll just cover it. It'll disappear.
All right.
And I'll do the same thing. I'll probably just spray a clear coat on the sides, and that stuff will just disappear. And so it'll just be the mermaid on the black background, decoupaged on there. And you can plug it in, and the sound will come out here or through the amp.
Very cool.
My current sort of project.
Is the hinge going to stay in there?
Yeah, the hinge is kind of built in here. Oops.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and the spring is for reverb.
Wow.
This had paper on the top of it, so I just took my orbital sander and sanded all that paper away to help with the resonance from the top.
Wow.
But the bottom is thinner. It has better resonance. So I'll put the piezo on the bottom, and that way it'll pick up the vibration from the spring and should improve the sound of it. So if you hit it this way, I mean, it'll sound good, or you can make other sounds from the other side. I'll be looking for that on my channel in the next week or so.
All right.
Cool.
I've seen you make one of those before. I don't know if it was in your channel videos or somewhere else, but
Yeah, I did it. I gave it away to somebody. It was a giveaway video. They got a guitar from this buddy of mine up in Dallas, and I gave him some slides and some homemade picks.
Cool.
So, but I was talking to Bob about that, and he said, "What would it take to get one?" I said, "I'll make you one."
Nice.
So that'll be for him. Then I have to make one for me. I want one with a cactus and the bats on it. That kind of logo.
Yeah.
So I'll be making that one next.
So is there any magic to getting piezo plugged into the amp?
Yes, it's called soldering.
Yeah, that's it?
Yeah, and there's a jack. Like here's the jack that's going to go in there.
Yeah.
And just a 1/4-inch jack plugs into this. I'm going to be gluing this in one of those holes, and then just soldering the wires of the piezo. And the piezo, I just hot glue into the bottom of it. And it's the trickiest part is trying to remember which of these little pieces here I'm supposed to solder to. So I solder them up and then test it. Oh, that wasn't it.
Yeah. Do it the other way.
I tried making one of those and was an utter failure at it. I'm not a solderer. I just
Well, yeah, it took me a long time. I see people do this in seconds, and I'm there for 20 minutes trying to get it soldered. So,
is the piezo specifically for instrumentation or what?
yeah, they're made for that. Basically, it's just when the way the piezos work, there's a like a porcelain wafer, and when it vibrates, it generates an electric current, and that sends a signal to the amplifier. And so you just crank it up and you have a amplified box.
Well, I haven't ever built anything like that, but I was assuming there's a million kinds of piezos in the world, and some of them might not put out a signal that would be sort of compatible with a music amp.
No, apparently they come in different size discs is all,
Uh-huh.
but the ones I buy are made for this kind of purpose.
Okay. So they figured out for you what size you need.
Yeah, well, I got the cheapest ones. They were like, $2 for like 20 of them.
Oh. All right, cool.
They were cheap,
You could mount them in different places.
So I've seen people who've made they put electric pickups in these things, and they'll have like wires going over the pickups, and so when the box vibrates, it moves the wires, and so it'll drive sound from like a single coil or something.
Yeah, just like an electric guitar.
That's getting fancy.
Well, you got to have some project to do next. You might as well.
Yeah, I'll save that for later.
All right. Cool. Anybody else have something to play?
Whenever we run out of people, I will do my other song.
I think now is the time.
Yes, now.
Okay.
Let me share my screen.
I don't want to be pushy or anything.
Well, I was gonna insist that you do it, so it's just a question of when. Give me a second to zoom in here. Is that big enough for everybody? I know some people are on tablets and smaller screens.
This is fairly complex, at least it is for me. I've spent the last couple of days trying to play this without making mistakes, and I'm hoping I'll be able to do it tonight. But I probably will skip some chords simply because there are too many of them. So the thing I love about this song is it's a song from 1930, and what I imagine it's about is somebody saying, hooray, we're at the end of the Depression, not realizing that in the year 1930, all of a sudden, the whole economy crashed. I mean, it was like the lowest point of the Depression. And so I always kind of take that in mind, and I think about our lives right now. Hopefully we can be more optimistic, but who knows? So here we go. Trouble's over, found a 4-leaf clover, and a horseshoe right outside my door. Old man Gloom has given up his room, and Lady Luck is courting me once more. My face can't grow long, the yay blues the so long. Great days are now in store. Hey ho, yay bo, good times are coming, good times are coming, so cheer up. Let's be carefree and start a humming, then all your troubles will clear up. Make life a song and a dance, give care a swift kick in the pants. Just yell, then tell the world you're happy. Good times are coming, so cheer up. Make life a song and a dance, gives care a swift kick in the pants. Just yell, then tell the world you're happy. Good times are coming, so cheer up. Make life a song and what is more, give care a swift kick out the door. Just yell, then brighter days will be found if all your cares are run around. Just yell, then tell the world you're happy. Good times are coming, so cheer up. Good times are coming, so cheer up.
Great. Perfect.
And that was great.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a great choice, and I like that song a lot.
Yeah, that was cool.
It's got some great chords in it.
Yeah, I mean, it took me a lot of work, and I'm going to keep working at it. One day, maybe I'll be able to play it all the way through without making it.
Hey, you're pretty close.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
You're pretty darn close. All right. Is it time for me to go get a beer?
Yeah, it is. 8:01.
Oh,
Your time.
it's time.
The Brewers of America would like you to go get
All right. I can handle that. Be back in a second.
Yeah.
Yes, walk through the back.
Have you been to McKinney, Texas? My beer has.